100 listings, I think, is like a solid benchmark. That's where we see a lot of people having that success, that breakthrough success. They've figured out how to do something enough times to then start seeing success. Then from there, scaling their business. I think the biggest lesson I've learned in going back and helping people is it is a very slow process to just learn everything, and just think of it as almost like you're going to school, but you're learning and earning at the same time. Because I don't want to say like for sure if you make 100 listings you should get a sale, but if you're making 100 listings and getting a little bit better every time and really thinking about your listings that you're making in the process, you should be able to start scaling a business fairly quickly to where you can hand off a part of the business, like the art, if the art is the problem for you, or the keywords. You can start hiring a VA at a low cost and just paying them per job to start building an actual POD business. That's very exciting to me.
I'm gonna cut you off real quick because I had an idea and I want people to hold us accountable. If you think it's a good idea, I guess.
Should we turn the cans off real quick?
No, I like the pressure. Just that, like last year we did tell so many people that if you make 100 listings, like you're going to start seeing some more success, or at least start seeing some data from what you're doing. That's like our hope and our experience with asking people to be making more listings. And so just an idea I'm going to throw out there. Even if you just want to come talk to me, I think this would be an interesting experiment. But if you make 100 listings and you're not having success, if you haven't had any sales after making 100 listings, shoot me a message and we will try to talk with you and do either like an account audit or just have an open conversation about how we think you can improve. Just as more encouragement to actually do that, because of the number of people last year that we saw have success when they kind of let go of some of that worry of every listing has to be the best foot forward, and just like, okay, we're just trying to do this to build a system and start to see some progress and do this all with that like 1% better mentality. So we can figure out if that's something that we want to do. If we start getting a ton of people saying that they've done that and not having success, we just didn't hear about it last year, maybe we'll change our tone of voice. But the people that I know we were like actually jumping on calls with and like in some of our masterminds and all this stuff, we are seeing a lot of success come from just that mindset change that I think you have to go into
benchmarks.
And hitting the benchmarks, all the stuff that we talked about this
I really like that idea. I would, I guess, I mean, you can set up calls directly if you want to do that with you, but we could even have those people on and just say like, did you make 100 listings? Here's where I think you kind of failed not seeing this, or you could have done better keywords here, or here's the art, or we don't really know what happened. It seems like it should have been.
Go too far down a rabbit trail with this idea. But if you have made 100 listings and you're not seeing success, please reach out to us and we'll try to figure out something. And we might even have a better way of doing that than just send me a message on Facebook. But I think that would just be an interesting thing to try and see if we could help you guys after putting that much energy and effort into print on demand.
So, I think it ties into what I'm saying about helping other people. I think this is what I'm trying to do, is help my mother, Common, other people hit those benchmarks. I think everybody kind of goes, oh, I'm starting this business, a first sale. That's like the first way of getting started. And I just feel like there's a lot of information that you have to gather. And like, we strongly believe in building systems. So instead of like that first sale as like your first big success, like building a system to me is a lot more powerful than that first sale. Because if you have a system down, then you can consistently take action. And I think that consistency is really the core principle of a POD business. More you make listings, the better you understand your customers, the better you understand the customers, the higher conversion rates you'll have. It's just like a positive loop of success. And I think if you start small with your benchmarks, you'll say, I just want to start the account. Checkbox. Like, it gives you more motivation to continue to move forward. I think, I don't remember who said this to us, but it was like going to the gym. If they go to the gym and you're expecting to lose 50 pounds, like that first day you go to the gym, you don't lose 50 pounds, like you get discouraged and you don't want to go to the gym anymore. You're just trying to combat that. Like, you can lose 50 pounds. It just takes time. Like, you have to continue to go to the gym. You can't go to the gym just one time and think like that's it. So giving yourself those benchmarks, like, okay, losing that first weight might not even be the first benchmark. It might just be like, can we go to the gym every day for 7 days in a row in this first month? Like, just breaking down the goal in steps that you can actually take. I think Nathaniel had a lot of interesting benchmarks. I don't remember where that video is at, but maybe I'll clip that and then add that to the channel. But build your system, get the account, find ways to be consistent. Those are, I think, the foundational pieces. That's when you have that 100 listings, I think, is like a solid benchmark. That's where we see a lot of people having that success, that breakthrough success. They figured out how to do something enough times to then start seeing success. Then from there, scaling their business. And I think that's where I helped my mother make 100 listings. This probably 2 months ago. Now she's having more consistent success. Now with her knowledge, she's able to talk to other people, and I'll be having another playlist, I guess, with her, because now she's being contracted by some people to help them create books for their business. And I think that's the next step that we want to help a lot of people with, is this partnerships. How do you actually do the partnerships? I can talk to my mom openly about, how did this come about? Who did you talk to? How'd you talk to them? How's the deal set up? Is this the best way to move forward? I think anything to get you started is good until you can really understand your skills and your abilities. Then you can start charging accordingly. But that's how we started, was fumbling through a lot of this. Now that we kind of have that on lock, I don't know, I guess Nathaniel might say differently. I think he's a much better salesman now than he was when he first started, but maybe the deal structuring still takes time to learn and better understand. And I think through these playlists, you get to see them more grow and build than just say, hey, this is the best way to do a partnership. You talk to this person, you do this, and this is the offer, then you're done. It doesn't quite work like that. I think all the partnerships deals that we have are different. Some of them are similar, but almost all of them are different. And we just rely on the person to tell us how we can best serve them, and then build the business, the contract, the working situation with them, instead of just like, here's our copyright or our template of how we do business, and we stick to this and nothing changes. It's this way or the highway. We finagle every deal. Some deals we get paid a lot more. Some deals we get paid more over the back end. I want to talk about some of the deals that I'm doing now with buybacks and everything like that, but I think that's a little too advanced right now on this call. But just know that those videos are coming, and how we set up those deals and how we're continuing to work with people. I'm very excited for how Nathaniel is moving into Shopify, and it's allowing us to have a lot more control over our business instead of relying on one company.
Yeah, I'm glad that I've tricked you into thinking that I'm a better salesman now. I think I'm passionate about what I'm doing, and I understand what I'm doing a lot more now. But I was just having a conversation today to someone. I was like, I'm not a good salesman. If I can do this, you can do it. So you just have to be passionate about it. But to follow along with us in this journey, the best thing to do is just go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You can hit the little notification bell so you even get notifications when we put up more videos, which is happening daily. And we just are excited about sharing this journey with you guys. So if you want to do that, if you want to make those 100 listings and reach out to me and let us know if you had success with that.
Yeah, his name is Nathaniel. I just want to make that clear. Last time we did this, a lot of people reached out to me, and I was like, I'm not the one. Like, if you need art help, you need to ask Nathaniel. You can reach out to me. I have a lot of business connections that I'm dealing with right now. But if you have 100 listings up and you're looking for help, Nathaniel is offering that help.
I will at least jump on a call with you and talk about some stuff that you can change around, or look at a listing or two and see how we can help you.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting thing. We should do that on these calls, maybe once or twice a month, just like look at other people's listings and see what kind of advice we can give them.
Yeah.